Okay, now we're gonna learn this part that is grammar, real conditional, real conditional. When we talk about real conditional, we are learning the structure that is called first conditional or real conditional. Okay, so I can see here, that's why here you have on your books you have this. Okay, obviously before doing the practices, you're gonna listen and answer the questions. What product is the ad for, and is the product for men or women or both? It's asking you. You have to listen and do that. After doing that, you're gonna work on this part, that is practice 6. Circle the correct underlined choice for each rule in the active grammar. So here we have 3 rules, okay, 1, 2, and 3. In order you to solve it, I will explain on the document, Google document, what is the condition, what is the real condition, what is the real conditional, okay, the real conditional. So rule 1 says, the real conditional talks about, and you have 2 options. You have to choose this or this, okay? So the real conditional talks about a possible situation or an impossible situation in the future. Okay, you have to choose this side. And if you use, here we have some examples. If you use the cream once a day, you'll have softer skin, okay? So of course this is related with the listening, okay? And another example, you'll notice the difference if you use the cream twice a day. So here we have conditions, okay? Conditional sentences, conditional clauses. I will explain in a moment. 2, make the real conditional, as I said, the real conditional with if plus, you have the 2 options as well. You have to choose one, the simple present or present continuous. And plus the other clause must be with will or want plus a verb in the base form. That is the second rule. Okay, so choose one of these options. The third rule, the if clause comes first or either first or second. Also, you have 2 options here, first or both, first and second, or either first or second. Choose one of them as well, okay? After doing that, you have to do the practice 7, okay? With the correct, you have to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in parentheses. Here you have the verb, complete here. Here you have the verb, complete here. So now let me explain what is the real conditional, the real conditional, or also is named first conditional, okay? So when do we use the real conditional or first conditional? To talk about possible situations in the future, we can say. Now, let's talk about the structure, okay? Let's talk about the structure. When we talk about first conditional, we use clauses, okay? This is the first clause. This is called if clause. And this if clause has a result clause, okay? So that means a sentence talking about real conditional, will be organized. Okay, a sentence, a sentence, okay, a sentence will be organized by an if clause and a result clause. And the if clause is it must have, the if clause must have, let me up it. Okay, in the if clause you have to use simple present, and in the result clause you must use future. That future must be organized by the auxiliary will plus a verb in the base form. Okay, so a sentence in a real conditional must be organized by two clauses. One is the if clause, the other is the result clause. And the if clause must be represented or used in the if clause simple present, and after the simple present you need to use future in the result clause. Example, I have here one example. Okay, my example is if, yeah, here, if you study, that is the if clause. Look at, if you, simple present, study, you will get good scores. Result clause, future, you will get good scores. As you can notice here, we are using two clauses, if clause and the result clause. What do we have in the if clause? We have simple present, and in the result clause we have will, auxiliary will, plus a verb in the base form, get. If you study, you will get good scores on the exam, of course. Another example, if she goes to the supermarket, this is the if clause. If she goes to the supermarket, she will buy some food. Okay, so we're talking about some possibilities in the future, some possibilities that will happen. Okay, so as you can notice, the same, you have simple present and the result clause will plus a verb in the base form. Another example, if they find the cure, if they find the cure, COVID-19 will disappear. So find, simple present, disappear, will disappear, auxiliary will with verb in the base form. Another example, if COVID-19 disappears, we will return to the university. Okay, so as you can notice, we are using two clauses. One is the if clause and the other is the result clause. The if clause is, you have to use in the if clause simple present, and in the result clause future. Of course, you have to use after if clause, you have to use comma, and after the if clause and comma, you have to use the result clause and period, of course. Period, 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 and period. That is one way to organize the real conditional, okay? Real conditional or the first conditional. Another way to organize the real conditional is like this. For example, at the beginning I said, if clause, result clause. But we can exchange positions. We can exchange, we can take the result clause at the beginning and the if clause at the end. So let me organize some sentences. I will copy the same sentence, okay? I said you can organize first, you can take the result at the beginning, and of course you need capital letter. You will get good scores. So that is the result. After the result, you can use if clause. Okay, and the meaning is the same. The meaning is the same. The meaning doesn't change. Okay, the meaning, it maintains its meaning. Okay, so you will get good scores if you study. Do you notice we are using just exchanging positions? Okay, first the result, then if clause. We can copy this as well. Okay, another example. I can bring at the beginning, I will take here, COVID-19 will disappear. Okay, COVID-19 will disappear if they find the cure, period. Okay, and we are here beginning with the result clause, and we are continuing with the if clause. Okay, and the meaning doesn't change. Okay, COVID-19 will disappear if they find the cure. Okay, so that is, my friends, when we talk about real conditional. Real conditional must be organized, as I am explaining. That is the grammar rule. Okay, and this is another example. She will buy some foods. She will buy some foods if she goes to the supermarket. Okay, in the three examples, I am beginning with the result clause, and at the end, the if clause, the condition. The condition at the end, the result at the beginning. The condition at the beginning, the result at the end. What is the difference when we exchange these positions? Yes, that's right. Comma. It's not necessary here to use comma if you begin with the result clause. If you begin with the result clause, you won't use comma. Okay? Also, it's not just will. Okay? Also, you can use negative. The negative form is won't. Won't. Okay? You can use won't plus a verb in the base form. You can say, if you don't study, we can use negative here. Okay? If you don't study, what will happen? You won't. You won't get good scores. Okay? Yes, you can use the negative form of will, won't. Okay? Obviously, the meaning must be negative as well. Okay? If they don't find the cure, same we can say, if they don't find the cure, COVID won't disappear. We're gonna begin to live with COVID. Won't disappear. Okay? You know, can be affirmative, can be negative. It depends on the meaning. It depends on what you want to say. And you are going to use in that way. Okay? That is, my friends, when we talk about real conditional. Real conditional or first conditional to talk about possible situations. possible situation. What is the structure? The structure is, in a sentence, we need two clauses. One is the if clause, the other is the result clause. You can begin with the if clause or you can begin with the result clause. It's up to you, but you have to follow this structure. Mhm.